Hey, welcome back to Tarot by Cherie, my lights. How's everybody doing today? Let's get started on today's reading and see what beautiful, uplifting messages Spirit has for us. I hope everybody's doing well. And if you're interested in a reading, you can click on the description below my video and see what my services are. And if interested, you can email me. All right, so what we have here, guys, is it looks like you're using your intuition on people around you that are creating issues, drama, or some kind of conflict, it looks like. You want to get away from people. You're kind of feeling like people are smothering you. They're putting their problems on you. They're full of drama. And, you know, this goes back to the separation we keep talking about, guys. This is, you know, it's almost like you wake up one morning and all the people that you've been around, like family and friends for years and years and years, suddenly you're just feeling like, you know what? I don't resonate with these people anymore, or this person. I don't really have much to say to this person anymore, or it's not the same. And you just kind of, you know, start seeing the negative in them, how they're always, you know, they don't know how to lift people up. They're always looking on the dark side of things. And, you know, it magnifies your changes. You're thinking to yourself, you know, I've come a long way. I've worked on myself, and I think positively, and I'm a go-getter, and, you know, this is who I've become. So we don't mesh anymore, kind of thing, right? This is going to be, guys, this is something, okay, so we have the crescent moon working up into a full moon on October 6th. So just get ready for the crazy. Okay? You're about to see the crazy, Aquarius. And the thing about this is, for you guys, you actually do really well with the full moons. You know, you don't get crazy. You get like hyper energized, you get clarity, and you know, go into this get her done mode. That's what full moons do for you guys, okay? And everybody's different, but Aquarius is innately, you're very creative and you're an innovator. And when these full moons occur, it just adds to that for you. It just makes it more intense. Okay, so that's kind of what we're looking at. So yeah, guys, get ready. You're going to see people, you know, and I don't care what the science is or what anybody says. I see it. Every time there's a full moon, it's like the wolves are out. All the crazies come out. The driving gets more erratic. I mean, if you agree with this, please, you know, just say I agree in the comments section, all right? It might, you know, for a lot of you, you might just say that's a fluke. It's not, you know, yada, 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 but if you do notice this, guys, comment, because I know I'm not crazy. I see it every time there's a full moon. All right, let's continue. So I'm seeing a person here that is super intelligent, and you're on a roll with your finances, okay? I feel like, and this might have been a manifestation or a prayer of some sort, that suddenly, and you might put this together now, you might have not thought about this, but you said a prayer, or I'm getting a download right now, my ear is ringing really loud. You said a prayer, or you connected with Spirit, and you know, told yourself that you're going to manifest a lot of money or more money. And soon after you did that, this came in quick after you did that, after you connected with Spirit. All right. So if you think back on when this money came into play, you might remember that you had been connecting and talking to Spirit and manifesting. All right. And if you had, and this happened, please comment below the video. I like to hear from all of you. You know, I always think about doing a live so it'll feel more like, you know, we're talking together, so we could share things, but I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet. But anyway, here I'm seeing, Aquarius, a lot of growth and happiness. So you've been experiencing this, a lot of you. All right, a lot of you have busted out of that third dimension. And guys, don't pay attention to all this crazy stuff on the news right now. Just don't look it up. I mean, you can if you want it to make you feel depressed and like the world is crashing all around you. All right. But for me, that's the third dimension. It's as good as gone. We're watching the dissolution, the downfall of this old guard that has had us enslaved for thousands of years, probably over 1,000 years, thousands maybe. All right, since we're talking about since the beginning of time, there has always been a force who, a handful that were more well off than the rest of us, had a lot of money, a ton of money, and wanted to take over and enslave us and live in mansions while we were slaving, to give them our money so they could live lavishly. And that's what has happened. All right. So we're going to see a huge change. You're going to start seeing these things disappear one by one. All right. When I tell you we're not going to be paying taxes rather anymore, we're not going to be paying taxes in the near future. All right. So these things I've known about for years. I've been telling you about them for years because I knew they were coming into play. Yes, I thought they were going to come into play much quicker, but we're closer to the end of this shit right now. So, I'm telling you some things that are coming. Okay, taxes started out small. I know we have these little tax rules that were put into place that were a bit helpful, but you're going to see it completely go away eventually. All right, and beautiful things are going to come in for us, healing modalities that are going to be mind-blowing. We are not going to be sick. We are not going to want for anything. We are going to be living the life we could never even dream of. Okay, so that's what is coming. But I do see some sadness here between this couple, or this could be a daughter and a father actually. Okay, I'm seeing sadness between the two of you today. So I don't know if you're both feeling emotional over something that happened, or if something happened between the two of you. I'm going to try to get more on this. All right, so it might be a miscommunication, okay, and just something that was miscommunicated. Like most of it was communicated correctly, but there might have been one little thing in there that you took the wrong way, because this whole thing made you feel defensive and it confused you. All right, and you actually thought you were gonna walk away. This ran deep. This was something that hit you hard. All right, but I do see you're going to be discussing it. You're going to talk about it, and you're going to realize that each of you thinks the world of each other. Boy. All right, so Aquas, something's getting in the way of everything today. All right, I do see for at least one of you a horrendous time today as far as your emotions go. All right, I'm seeing some deceit here and a tower moment for at least one of you. All right, there was something you wanted and something happened. I don't know what happened, but it feels like somebody purposely threw a wrench in your plans, or deceived you, or got over on you, or did something really nasty to you. Okay, and this is something, like I said, that you've wanted. I do see you getting your justice on this, and I do see the sun coming out for you and the doors reopening. Okay, so this isn't over just yet. All right, guys, we have the Wheel of Fortune. All right, that's a happy card. I always love seeing the wheel, and I see that we're all going to be focused on that wheel very soon. Wow, okay, so this wheel, on top of it having angelic realms in the corners of this card, angelic protections. This card tells us we are being protected right now by the realms, okay, of the angels. And also what's in this card is biblical. What's in this card is a gift from the universe and from source, okay? And what is happening is this cannot be released to us until a certain time, till the timing is right, and certain people have to go off to the clinker first. So we have to make everything safe. We have to make it so that we don't worry about this being taken from us once again. All right, you get my drift? So a lot of you know what I'm talking about. And for those of you who don't, do some research on what is coming. Okay, do some research on what is coming to all the people. What's going on globally right now? All right, why are the men in green everywhere? Almost in every state in the U.S. and even out in other countries. The men in green, with the tanks. All right, well, if you don't know about that, you should be doing some homework, okay? Especially if you've had your awakening and you're looking for truth and you're looking for, instead of dwelling on all the lies that are going around on the news and on the internet, on your phone, you remember, look at it this way, guys. The phone, the scrolling through the phone and the television were used, guess what for? Okay, to brainwash. And if you say something enough times to somebody, they will believe it. All right, so everything that we've been watching, that we've been told, has been a lie, basically. Okay, so you really have to dig for the truth if you want to know the truth. And if you don't, if you don't want to go digging, then don't watch the lies, because you're being misled and everything that you think and believe is wrong. All right. Yeah, I know that sounds crazy. And please don't send me negative comments. Okay. I know what I know. All right. I am the empath here who was doing the readings. And this is my channel, so I can say whatever I want on it. All right, guys. If you say something nasty, I will block you and you won't be able to comment anymore. It's that simple. All right. All right, I won't talk about any of you because I love each and every one of you, but what I speak is the truth. I know it to be the truth. All right, so no guesswork. All right, so here I'm seeing something here about, this is about love, guys, but it's not about romantic love. This card and this card usually go hand in hand, come to think of it, okay? Because this is of a spiritual matter. And 5D is all about love and spiritual matters, okay? We have the cups right here and the cups here. The cups are usually connected to love, okay? When you give your cup to somebody, you're giving your nurturement, your love, okay? And then here I'm seeing good news around this, around, love and money. And a lot of focus now is on this money. And there's someone on YouTube, guys. I watch this guy once in a while. I don't know why I'm intrigued by him. He's an older gentleman. And he said that those of you in the know will know what I'm talking about. The VD is going to reval, okay? Yeah, you know me, I speak in tongues. I'm going to say it backwards. The Gond. Did I say that right? No, you can't really say this word backwards, but I think a lot of you might understand what I'm saying. It has something to do with Vietnam. And he's saying that he knows something that they're going to, absolutely, that they were given the green light. So for those of you who have that, keep track. I'm not saying yes or no, because I don't want to say anything, put anything out there that isn't in stone. All right, so let's continue, guys. Seeing, so yeah, this card has been all along this biblical gift that is coming. The angels are not just being protective over us, but they're also protecting what is ours, what is coming to us, what is deserving to us, because this was taken from us. Okay? All right. So let's continue. All right. So for somebody, this is, I feel that you're losing something or someone because you're not really paying any attention to it. So you're not really giving it your all. You're just kind of in it for, it doesn't seem really important to you. And I feel like it's a relationship of sorts. This person is feeling left out in the cold and ignored. And I feel like this relationship is ending, but it might even be that you want it to end, but you don't want to hurt this person's feelings. Like you can't find the words to say to this person to their face. So you're just kind of ignoring it and just waiting for it to fizzle out and come to an end. And that's kind of what this looks like. But I'm also seeing some kind of the person who's on the other end, who's feeling left out in the cold. This is some kind of lesson for them, because I see this big transition coming for them. They're going to go from feeling left out in the cold right into this transitional period of time. So they are going to learn something, it looks like. All right, so let's go further. Somebody who's very committed to their job or their career. I'm seeing this feminine here. She's in the center, actually. She is also a very giving, loving person. So, and I'm seeing a burden here. So this kind of feels like, and if this is you, please comment below the video, all right? This looks like there's a feminine spending all your money that you're so working your ass off, all right? And you love her, and you kind of allow it, but there's some kind of burden here. You're starting to feel burdened maybe because you're committed to this, and with her comes the spending. She has a spending issue of some sort. So I don't know. But I do see that you work hard, you work long hours, and you make good money, but it goes almost as fast as you make it. All right, so let's continue. I am seeing two masculines here, and a decision needing to be made about a new start. So I don't know if this is two brothers or two friends that, have to decide on something to start over, because maybe something came between you. Maybe you had a falling out of some sort. You took it to heart at the time. It was very cutting at the time, but now as time goes on, it's starting to feel sillier, like not as hurtful, kind of like you're looking at it much lighter now, like maybe it wasn't worth it to separate, kind of thing. And here I'm seeing somebody, let me lay out the cards here, because this is looking interesting. Okay. Oh, all right. So this is for somebody who's been upset about their finances. Okay, so you're having a tough time paying your bills. Right when you get caught up, you go to the mailbox, there's like 5 more bills. It's just daunting. You're scared to go to the mailbox even. It's like that you've gotten to be, you've become fearful to go to the mailbox for fear that there's going to be another bill in there. Aw, that sucks. All right. It happens to us all, though, at different times in our lives. I remember feeling like that at one time, and it's bad. It's not a good feeling. All right. But I do see it's creating defensiveness, and you feel like, you just can't get your head above water. But, okay, there is this Ace of Pentacles right here next to you. So this is making you lose sleep. The fact that, you're always trying to play catch up. And over here, I'm seeing a new financial beginning. This hand coming out of nothingness, the sky, a cloud, handing you off this huge pentacle. This is very spiritual, and it's about money. All right, I see this coming to you, and I see you getting crystal clear clarity on this very soon. All right, so hopefully that gives you some hope, a glimmer of hope there. And then right now I'm looking at this is somebody who does well, or you finally achieved something in life. This is for some of you, might be retiring. You finally reach retirement age. You might be celebrating and feeling so happy, because let's face it, we have to work for so long to enjoy money that we paid in, and it's not nearly enough. I see these videos, I watch a couple people regarding Social Security benefits, and I don't know where they're getting their information from, but every day it changes. We're getting an extra, you know, 1,300, 200, 600, you know, this, that, and the other thing, right? Every single day it changes. However, you know, the way you guys are like, you know, comment below. Do you think another $200 a month in your little social security check will, you know, be a good thing? And I'm like, you know what? This is ridiculous. We've learned to settle, or you know, for a penance, what they give us as they live in these, you know, I'm talking about the elites, as they live in these mansions and castles and have multiple homes like this all over the place. And you know, they bullshit us and tell us, oh, here's your $1,000 a month, good luck living on that for the rest of your life. You know, that's bullshit. We need to at least triple that. We need to live comfortably after we put in 65, 70 years of work and paid all these taxes and paid into all these programs. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We need like $3,000 a month to live on. Screw this penance, these, you know, just, you know, graveling for crumbs, breadcrumbs, right? That's how I feel about it. We should be, these are our golden years. We should be living beautifully and having not a care in the world. But, you know, and I know there's, you know, this and that about the funding, but we see now the trillions of dollars that went to waste to all these. If we had that money, if they didn't waste it, we would be able to get that $3,000 a month. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, guys. I see people in here that are getting ready to retire. A lot of you did well, though. I do see that you're going to be very happy. And there's some of you that are not retiring. Some of you have just worked your butt off and became very successful in your own business or your own something here, because I'm seeing you feeling very secure, not having to worry about money anymore, and just feeling very confident in yourself and very, what's the word? You know, just proud, like just a sense of being proud of what you've done, okay? And I see all this abundance all around you. I see that you have nothing to worry about. You're very happy with the results. You have the Ten of Pentacles, Aquarius. This is for all of you who are a bit older, who are getting ready to retire or have seen, you know, a great amount of success in your life and you're appreciative. I do see a lot of happiness. I do see in the center the Ten of Pentacles. This is everything you've wanted now, culminating, finally coming together. So you're finally free, guys. I'm happy for you. The sense of freedom we're going to have when we don't have to work anymore, and that is coming as well. All right, we see the world of robots coming into play. We also see businesses. The landscape is changing. We're seeing businesses go out of business, and we're seeing new business come in, but I don't think it's really hit us yet as far as employment, you know, as far as people being able to go right out and get a job immediately. I think it's going to have to catch up. So I don't know what got into me today that I'm talking about all of this. I'm sure a lot of people that don't want to hear this already, you know, took off. But anyway, for those that were interested, thank you for sticking with me through the video. And if you do enjoy the videos, please, if you're still here, please give me a hype and, you know, whatever you're willing to do. I truly appreciate it. Take care.